I railroad all the livelong day.
Whoa! Quiet, everybody, please. We're going on the air. Quiet.
Sono lieto di poter rievocare in poche parole le esperienze delle prime trasmissioni radiotelegrafiche a grandi distanze da me felicemente eseguite attraverso l'Oceano Atlantico il 12 dicembre 1901.
Holy snapping bra straps.
Republic of Avalon Radio. It's 0 hours Avalon Standard Time. Republic of Avalon Radio.
The best radio in the whole wide world.
You're with the Roar.
Hi, folk and folkettes. This is Lillian coming to you deep within the heart of the Republic of Avalon. We're doing a little switcheroo this evening. I've got the R9 in my hand and Jim is holding the music.
Yes.
Just for a little switchy.
Deep in the heart of ROARland.
It's a beautiful, beautiful night. It was a full moon a few nights ago, and now it's just a little sliver missing
Now
off the moon.
it's an economized moon. It's a conservative moon.
It's a conservative moon, yes.
Yeah.
We've got the tunes rocking here. Jim is holding the jukebox.
Yes. We have
Great tunes.
Alpha Blondy.
Yes. From Côte d'Ivoire. Right?
Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Oui.
Yes.
Exactly.
Outstanding musician.
He stands out sometimes, yep. Sometimes he goes in and then he comes out and stands out again.
Wicked band. Remember last week we were listening to the Solar System, Alpha Blondy and the Solar System?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It was amazing.
They are a wicked band, yeah. Well, they're not a wicked band, they're a really good band.
Yeah.
Why don't we just say what we mean?
I say that sometimes too, like in an email or something to, I want to say that was wicked. And I know that if they read it, they'll probably think, the direct meaning of the word wicked, which is really not what we mean here when we say wicked. When we say wicked here, it means like that's really great.
Yeah. I don't think that's just a Newfoundland thing, though. I think people, that band wicked good.
Okay.
I think people know that. Like, I'm bad. Same kind of idea.
That's true.
Yeah. And if you meet somebody and you like them, you go away and you say that. How do you describe the person? You say he's cool.
He's cool, yeah. Exactly. It's like all the opposites are.
Yeah. What's with that?
True. I don't know.
Hey, I have the.
Should we not say he's warm?
Next person I like, I'll have to say, hey, good to meet you. You seem like a real jerk. See how that works.
I don't think that will go over well.
Probably not.
What's with all the kids out so late tonight?
I have no idea. Why don't you ask them? Go over and interview them. Say, hey, what's with all you kids out? By the way, don't forget when I talk, you have to hold the.
I am. I'm doing that for you.
You're doing for me what I do for you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm kind of just have it in between us, actually, and I'm kind of
Oh, that's nice.
putting it in your direction when you speak, and
Yeah. We had some wind earlier. I think it seems to have died down somewhat, so
it has, actually.
we hope anyway. There's always that area that we get in down toward that sort of
Yeah.
the burn building where they had that fire.
Yes.
Oh, hang on, I gotta make sure I'm
Wind
not,
tunnel.
Newfoundland's not a half mast or something. Okay. I have a Newfoundland pin. For those of you who don't know, I wear all the time what people call a Rasta cap, which is, black. It's a cap. It's kind of like a, how do you describe it? Sort of like a captain's cap, sort of.
Yes.
Sort of, but it's all more kind of roundy on the top, like
Yeah, it's round on the
more
top. and
relaxed.
It has a bib,
It's black.
so it's not
and
like a baseball hat. It's really nice.
red, gold, and green. The Rasta colors.
Yeah, and it's knit.
It's hand knit.
Big stitches like knit.
Yeah,
It's wool.
and I wear that all the time. And sometimes it attracts good people to me, and other times it attracts somewhat dodgy people to me for some reason.
Either way, it seems to have a reaction, doesn't it?
It definitely does. Yeah, it's not just innocuous.
No, it's and sometimes you just get like, what a nice hat, what a cool hat.
Gotten that several times. That's always good to get. I wish we could forward that on whenever that happens to the woman who made it
Yeah,
in Barbados.
got the hat in Barbados, and she was a woman had a stand set up in a market. She was selling all kinds of hats, all kinds of different hats, and that was the only one there like that. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, that is your hat.
Yes, and your mom thought the same thing, and Marjorie, your Aunt Marjorie, thought the same thing.
Yeah.
So
And it does, it really suits you.
yeah. Well, my point of bringing it up was that I have a little map of Newfoundland pin. It's a pin shaped like the map of Newfoundland, and I don't know. Does it say anything? Does it say Newfoundland or
It
anything?
says Newfoundland.
It says Newfoundland. Just in case anybody
Right
thinks.
across the side of it.
Just in case anybody thinks it's a metallic replica of some child's Christmas cookie gone awry.
I think it's pewter.
How dare you say such a thing? Of course, that might mean that you're trying to say something nice about it.
It's pooter.
Yes. So yeah, I was just checking to make sure that it wasn't like Newfoundland wasn't over, after suffering the final blow, over, flat on its back or something.
Taking a nosedive.
Yeah, but no, she's sitting up there nice. Newfoundland kind of sits up there like a big dog, a big Newfoundland dog, just kind of.
Yeah.
See, just look.
Oh,
The northern peninsula is its head,
yeah.
and down around Port aux Basques is its tail,
Uh-huh.
and its front paws. That's where we are, the Avalon
Yeah,
Peninsula.
That's right. I kind of always looked at it the other way, but now I see what you mean.
What do you mean you looked at it the other way?
Well, I would think this
Are you
is the tail.
Are you ambidyslexic?
This would be the tail, actually. No, yeah, that's true. There, if Northern Peninsula is the head,
How do you?
then
Then
the
it's going the other way. Then he has a broken neck. Anyway.
Okay. If you're listening to this and you want to kind of
Vote.
vote on this subject, go and have a look at the island.
Yeah,
Map
is
of the
the
island.
question is, if the island of Newfoundland looks like a dog, is he facing east or west?
Yeah. Okay,
That's
we
the
want to
question.
know.
Yeah,
We need to know.
because the Avalon Peninsula doesn't tip the northern peninsula points toward the east. Points,
The Northern Peninsula points towards.
toward the east.
No, it points towards the north.
Look.
Oh, the Avalon, but yes.
No,
I'm
look
sorry.
up here.
The Northern
That's
Peninsula.
kind it's a rough thing.
Right.
But up here, it doesn't
Yeah.
point that way. It points kind of up and a bit that way. So that's kind of like the head. I mean,
Yeah, that's north.
yeah, north and a bit east.
Okay.
It doesn't point the other way.
Very
The dog would have to be going like that. Instead, he's kind of going straight. He's going straight up and a little tiny bit forward,
Right.
which is east.
Okay, let me see it. Let me see it again.
Okay, look.
All right.
The dog.
That's true. Okay.
It's
yeah.
going like that
Yes.
toward his paws, the Avalon
Okay,
Peninsula,
Okay.
and his tail's back here.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I
okay.
know he's rather mutated looking.
He definitely is. Yeah.
He looks like he ran into a couple of the wrong guys in the back alley. But
He's got kind of disjointed.
yeah, it's not a very good representation of a dog, but roughly. I should not have taken a jacket. I knew this.
Well, take it off.
I'm going to. Against the wind.
I'm taller than you all of a sudden. Why is that?
Probably because you're standing on a mound.
That's wild. Like the
Can you take that
sidewalk.
for me
The
in your
sidewalk has.
Your spare arm?
It's like it's got a big tilt on it.
It does? It's an unfair sidewalk.
Yes.
Nothing fair about it. Especially for fellas like me.
I just felt really tall for a moment.
Yeah, how'd it feel?
It felt great. It felt kind of weird though. I kind of felt off balance.
You gotta watch out for that. Don't want you to be
The
off balance.
equilibrium was off.
So I've been last few hours suffering from kind of a stogged up ear. And it's not nice. It throws off my balance and and my judgment, and I can't hear properly and all kinds of things like that. You know?
You're kind of white too.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're looking kind of faint.
We can't have that.
The wind.
Yeah, so in any case, seems to have improved marginally. I seem to be coming around the other side of it, so let's hope. Let's hope, folks, that because it kind of drags you down, throws off your equilibrium, and just makes it generally very difficult to kind of navigate, and wouldn't make socializing any easier either.
No, for sure.
So
I wouldn't like that.
I'm constantly yawning and blowing through my nose, and you know, doing all the stuff you do on an airplane to try to pop your ears.
Right.
But
Well, hopefully this walk will do a bit of good too.
here's a song for you.
Yeah.
Yes, do you know what it is?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's Natasha Atlas.
Oh, and Natasha. Oh gosh.
Jumping gerbils. What's she saying?
I don't know. Is she gonna say habibi?
Habibi is coming up, yeah, I'm sure. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, folks, it's something I notice. If you listen to Arabic music, you got to run into this habibi all the time, which just means like darling. And Spanish music, I don't think I've ever heard a Spanish song that doesn't have the word corazon in it. The word heart. It's just, I don't know what it is. I don't even, really seriously, I don't know to this day if I've ever heard a Spanish song that doesn't have corazon in it.
Yeah. And she said it again.
Yeah, habibi.
And you know, I wonder how many English songs have the word. What would
Heart.
you think? Baby would be a big one.
Habibi?
Baby in English?
Well, you know, people say habibi. Habibi is like baby, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's more like kind of darling or honey, sweetheart, something
Yeah.
like that.
Or love, I guess, would be another one.
Yeah. But, yeah, so my ear hopefully is clearing up. Because it's just a big fat drag.
Yeah.
It's a big fat drag having a plugged up ear. And I wonder if anybody out there knows of anything that you can get that's not chemical toxin that you can use, like drops you can put in your ear that will just help kind of dislodge or break up any nastiness. If anybody knows of any such a thing, please let us know.
Let us know, please. Hurry.
Please go to our website at earwax.com. At
republicofearwax.com.
yes. And please do let us know.
Yes.
So I've gotten a couple of emails recently. I got an email from a listener, not a listener. I don't think he listens to the Roar. He's a listener of my music. A fan, I guess you'd call him, whatever that is. In New Zealand. He's a piper. And says he digs my music and all that kind of stuff. And he was wondering if I had sheet music for a couple of my tunes. And so I emailed him back, tried to help him out as best as possible. So, Jack, if you're listening, yo, from the Republic of Avalon to New Zealand.
Yo, Jack.
He didn't say where he was in New Zealand. I don't know if he's in Auckland or where he is. I have no idea. And just out of curiosity, where the heck is Zealand?
Zealand?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, New York. Okay, well, we know. You can look on the map historically, geographically, and everything, and you can find York.
Right.
And then there's a New York. Well, where the heck is Zealand?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
It'd be interesting to know what that's all about.
It would.
Jack, if you can let us know what that is, if you're listening.
You can shed some light on that for us, Jack, if you're listening. Jack, Piper Jack. What's his last name again? Yeah, begins with a B. Does, and it's just one syllable thing, I think, too.
Yeah. It's an interesting name, I thought when I saw it.
Yeah. Well, Jack will do for now.
Yes.
And he sent me a couple of samples of his music as well.
Oh, nice. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. He plays small pipes and he also plays electronic pipes.
Wow.
Which is interesting because I don't know, Jack probably doesn't have this record. He maybe only has Midnight Rover. The couple of songs he was looking for were on my Midnight Rover album. But on the Friendly Fire album, I actually featured the Campbell brothers, who now play with a group called the Mudmen. They're out constantly on the road, touring all across everywhere. This summer, I think they went everywhere from Vancouver right down through pretty far down east. I'm not sure exactly where. I don't know about US appearances, but anyway, they were on the record, on my Friendly Fire record, on a tune called Sleep Marching, which also featured Mary Jane Lammond, a friend of ours, that we did the Need Fire show with, as we did with the with the Campbell brothers. And big shout out to the bros Campbell, Sandy and Rob, if you guys are listening. And we'll have to hook up sometime soon. But yeah, they played pipes on Sleep Marching, and part of it was they played the traditional Highland pipes. But I kind of had this notion that I really would like some kind of like electronic pipes as well. And they just happened to have the chanters and the whole setup and the little box, kind of a little oscillator box. And so they actually played both on that tune. They played the electronic pipes and the Highland pipes, which was really cool, I thought.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Mary Jane was going along there in Gaelic. So that song is also in Gaelic, in Scots Gaelic. And yes, it's a funky little tune. I rather like it myself. I make one little vocal appearance in it doing some kind of, what is it?
Very cool tune, actually.
I remember when I recorded that vocal, I was standing in the middle of our kitchen. Remember, I pulled out the mic stand and the mic and the headphones and kind of got myself set up in the kitchen. I don't know, why did I record that out in the kitchen?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But it was
some ambience thing.
Must have been. But I wasn't. No, it wasn't ambience because I'm listening to the recording. It's a very close mic.
Okay.
sort of thing. It's, you know, it's kind of like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like a belty, shouty kind of vocal where, you know, like Kate Bush running up that hill. You can really hear the room she's in because she's belting.
Right.
But if she was like leaning right up to the mic, she wouldn't be resonating the room. So,
Okay.
oh, and listen to this. The guy playing the keys on this song, the keyboardist here,
Right.
is a good friend of our good friend Eamonn Dillon, who I did that record with, Storm the Kettle, which would be another good one for Jack. If you're a piper, you probably want to try to dig up a copy of Storm the Kettle by Eamonn Dillon. That's all basically me as the band. Eamonn playing pipes and whistles and low whistles, uilleann pipes, and a couple of other people show up on the record. Most namingly, his sister Roisin, who now plays with Cherish the Ladies, and her now husband John Schreiber. Really good musician and a really nice fella. And yeah, this song here, the guy playing the dee 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 dee, that's a kind of a friend of a friend of ours. Always liked this song.
Yeah, me too.
You know, all them pop songs that come along on the radio, and one jumps out at you. You know, I didn't really care all that much, you know, for, you know, at this time here. You know, maybe Michael Jackson had a song on I wasn't fussy about, you know, and I always feel like somebody's watching me, you know, or whatever. Wasn't very fond of that.
Yeah.
Well, I won't list off a bunch of negativity, stuff I don't like, but you get the gist. You listen to the top 40.
Yeah.
And it's funny that they call it the top 40.
Top 40.
Yeah. The top 40, because it's not necessarily the best 40.
No, it's not.
So
just what is at the top of the
at that
charts.
time, by these big record companies just pumping money into the whole thing. But we have covered that before.
Yeah.
So, yes, Jack, Friendly Fire would be a good one for you to pick up. That's by me. And that also features a couple of people, my friends Thierry Arthur and Lekbir Halali, that we went on after Friendly Fire and made a record, which I'm sure you'd also find interesting. It's a big mix of North African rye music and reggae and a bit of Celtic and all that kind of stuff. The record was called Musaik, as in like a mosaic of music, M-U-S-A-I-K, and that's on my website as well. I think you can listen to samples of that and all that, can't you?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So then, of course, I can't not mention the most recent record, Revolution Time, reggae album. One little track on there's a bit kind of, you know, I guess you'd call it social calypso, whatever. Or Ringbang is probably a more accurate description. Ringbang, one track Ringbang Revolution is of that style, Ringbang, and that's strictly roots reggae. But the rest of it is it's just a good reggae album. And the first one, Gypsy, which is kind of the one that really got me started as a solo artist. You know, garnered me all kinds of awards, and kind of the record dragged me halfway around the world and back, and a lot of good stuff came from that record.
Sure.
And some songs on there that people know, and a couple of the songs on that record have been recorded by other artists from all over. In fact, I just heard recently from some people in Alaska, from a group in Alaska that wants to record one of the songs off of that record.
I gave them the website address, and also told them that when they have the song done, if they want to send us a copy, that we would certainly play it and promote them,
Yeah.
their album and all that.
Absolutely. And also, there's a group right now in Minnesota, McGinnis's Kitchen, that's in the process of putting out a new CD with another one of my songs on it from Friendly Fire. So there you have it.
Few coming out.
Yeah, so very exciting. Also, something else I wanted to talk about. Any hams that might be listening, there's something very, very, very cool. I want to talk at some point, at some kind of length, about the iPod Touch in general, which is what we're listening to here now. Just shuffling the music. But, oh my God, does this thing do so much more than just play music. It would blow your mind. It just has me absolutely... I don't recall being more enamored by a device. And I wasn't enamored just like right off the bat. I had a couple of little mental blocks and things that I had to get through. But oh my, folks, this thing, the iPhone or the iPod Touch, they're basically the same machine, same operating system, only the iPod Touch isn't a phone. Although it is if you use something like Skype on it, but you have to be within range of Wi-Fi, so you have to be able to connect to the internet, whereas the iPhone doesn't need an internet connection. It just goes through the carrier of your cellular network and all that. But one thing, I won't go too in depth with the whole business about the iPod Touch right now. One thing I did want to mention was a thing called Echolink. Now this is a little bit not just geeky, this is uber geeky. Not even all the geeks are gonna have much of a clue about this. But for any of you hams out there, if you have an iPhone or an iPod Touch and you haven't installed Echolink on it yet, just give it a shot. With this little thing in my hand, this little iPod Touch, I can just kick back and talk all over the world on repeaters, not just sort of on an internet chat thing or whatever like that. It's actual repeaters, so I'm actually being heard. My voice is actually being broadcast, all around, say, Sydney, Australia, wherever the repeater is. So all the people in Sydney, Australia that are hams are hearing my voice on that repeater, plus all the people in Sydney, Australia that are just scanner listeners. They're not hams, but they listen to scanners, and so they're hearing me, and it's real radio. It's how do you get to your radio? It's just like putting a little remote control between you and your radio, really. And in this case, the remote control is the internet. Echolink. It's a free app. It's a free app for the iPhone and the iPod Touch and the iPad, for that matter, as far as I know. There's a young Ziggy Marley there, isn't? And that's Carlton Barrett playing drums there, and Aston Barrett playing the drums. That's basically the Wailers with Ziggy and Stevie and Sharon and Cedilla and all that kind of jazz. So very interesting. Anyway, there you go. So that's all I'll say, really. Just simply, if you're a ham and you're last night I was talking to a couple of guys. I was talking on a Philadelphia repeater to a truck driver on his way into New York City, and hey, how's it going? Oh, nice.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, it's a great little instrument. You can take it anywhere.
I can't carry a guitar or an accordion or anything like that. I got my problems too, right?
Well, the whistle's a good instrument, that's for sure.
So I'm getting there. One of these days we'll have a jam.
Yes, guaranteed. Take care. There you go. So there's somebody who just got back from a session, little jam session, and was playing some of my music. So I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. It just, I don't know what it is. Recently, that seems to be happening.
I know. I've noticed that, like in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
We'd go for the longest time down at the pub and nobody would mention it,
No.
nothing, or the new album, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the last few weeks people are coming
Boom.
up and saying how much they enjoy it. And
There's a buzz. There's actually it took almost a year
Yeah.
for any kind of a buzz to get going, but it seems to be starting.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll tell you something, folks. To be quite honest with you, and this is wind.
I get the jacket up.
Okay. I'll tell you something quite honestly. I mean, you know, in terms of humility and shucks and all that stuff. Oh, hang on. Hold on, folks.
Oh, shit.
We're fighting the wind. I think you should just pay attention to where you're going here.
Okay.
And we'll get through here. There we go. Dee-da-dee.
The wind's at our back now.
Yes. And quite a wind it is too.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, look, to be honest, I don't make music to be a hit next week and out of vogue next month.
Exactly.
I don't think that way. I don't work that way. I don't mix that way. I don't arrange that way. I really seriously do not work that way at all. I really seriously think long term. I mean, in fact, when I made Gypsy, for example, one thing I was saying in interviews to, you know, TV and radio and newspaper, magazine, blah, 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 all that stuff, one of the things that I would mention is the notion that one's music outlives a person.
Yeah.
By how much, we don't know,
Yeah.
but
Well, if it's good, it will last. I mean, look at Gypsy. Gypsy is 15 years old. 15 years old. And, you know, I mean, it's still selling. Like, it really, oh my goodness.
Yep.
Fire trucks down here.
Where?
Just down by Bridie Malloy's.
Very good.
And you look at, like, people try, you know, when a new album comes out and the record companies try to really push it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's because it doesn't have that longevity.
And
they
it
know
shoots
it,
up
you know?
and then it falls down again.
Yeah. I mean, they have to do that just to make the sales because a lot of them are like flash in the pan.
Well, I think Gypsy was, or maybe still is, the number one all-time selling record at Fred's.
Yeah.
Fred's Records, which is,
Yeah.
you know, arguably the record store in Newfoundland and St. John's.
Well, that's definitely a test of an album, the longevity.
Big tip of the hat to O'Brien's too, though.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you think about albums from the 70s and 80s, you know, ones that, you know, we still pull out now and listen to.
They really, to be honest with you, the few that even the groups that stick out. Like,
Hey!
Right, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
You just walked right into me.
Oh, Jim.
What are you doing? So good to see you.
Reporting for our show, walking down the street.
Are you really?
Do you want
Yeah.
to say hello to our listeners?
Well, she is now.
absolutely.
Okay.
But you don't have to get up right next to the mic, though. That's the thing.
Oh, that's great.
Some people do that.
Say
This
who
is
you are.
Dave and
Hello.
Bonnie.
Hi.
And we're just out enjoying a beautiful evening.
That's gorgeous.
Well, all
It's
we
nice
need
to
is the
see
air
all
that we
the people
breathe.
festive. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling a major day today, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got a
Yeah.
big, crazy
Universe
old
just
bunch of
brought
stuff
me
on
something
shuffle
that
here.
I
Everything
Wow.
from, you know,
Put out less than a
North
week ago.
African
Yeah.
and
there it is.
reggae and
Wow.
It's like, okay, just
stuff
relax
like
in.
that. And,
Good for you.
whatever.
Yeah, it's all, just, you know,
That's
testing the creative waters.
Shuffling
At
away
work,
on
right?
the
How fast
iPod,
can you get what you
Ipod
really
Touch,
need,
hidden
right?
away inside the little bag here.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my God, Bill, my birthday was
Yeah, that's
such
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
let's go
it's
around
so
bragging with
good
the
to
white
go
earbuds.
away.
Like that.
I just needed to be away from all other
So where you guys coming
distractions,
from?
all other people.
Just out.
Yeah, I kind of got
Okay.
that feeling.
Oh,
We're
it
out
was
there.
so
We were in
good.
the house and we
Great.
just had to walk around town.
And you were out in the Heartland.
And we don't know where we're
There's
going
still
next.
lots more.
We're
I
out.
don't want to pay. Yeah, you know, I was, but there's still
Yeah,
lots more that I
like
need to
just
do
to go
there.
on
But
street for an hour, it
Yeah.
don't make
Just-
sense.
Shag that.
knowing that
Well, we're just heading down to the
I
pub.
go
There's
that
no cover
far,
down there.
go away, I
that?
think for me
Aaron's.
shows that
Aaron's.
I
No
really,
cover
really
and
need
just
to go.
probably just
Yeah.
catch some.
I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
The live music is probably
Yeah.
still going on
Okay,
there.
all right, we'll
Good.
probably follow you if you
So
don't mind.
today
Dave
is
Panting would be
where,
playing. I think Dave Panting's playing.
We're
probably-
all going
we
next.
could
A lot of
probably follow
plans
that
fell
too.
Yeah.
into place.
Great.
We're going to go see Ronaldo's up here first.
Exponentially.
We'll probably see
What
you
I've
after.
been
Ronaldo?
trying
Nice
to
seeing you.
meditate
Okay, take
upon
care.
for
Oh,
probably
sorry.
the last 18
There we go.
months.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm nearsighted.
Well, I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome stuff.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Same here.
Have a good night.
Take care.
See ya.
Watch out for the moose. Sort of.
Sorta.
So what were we talking about? I was saying, oh yeah, in all honesty, you know, it's not a big panic
Is
for
this
me.
some kind of festival or something? out there? Must
I think
be
it's the George Street
Oh,
Festival.
Okay. Boy, are we ever out of touch.
That little one, you know?
I forgot all about that one.
Uh-huh. So, yes. I mean, seriously, you make something, you're conscious of it. You know, let's say somebody's a baker, you know? And some things just don't last as long. So, depending on the circumstances and how far your food has to go and how long it's going to have to sit there before people get to it, that should influence what you bake.
Yeah.
So the thing that has to come right out of is most delicious when it's still warm out of the oven. Then don't prepare that if it's going to have to be sitting on a table somewhere for hours and hours before people get a chance to eat it.
Yeah.
I am very conscious of the music that way, and so henceforth I don't try to adhere to any kind of trends or what the sound of the day is or anything like that. I'm not strictly retro either. I mean, even well, whatever. That's enough of that. But what I'm trying to say is, I felt a little down that I put out this record and put my heart and soul into it,
Yeah.
and then the reaction seemed to be very, let's say, minimal.
Yeah.
But it seems to be sparking a bit of interest. Hey, how's it going? We got Richard Mixer there. What's he shouting about?
I don't know.
What are they all shouting about? I wish we knew. We could shout
Yeah,
too.
really. What's all the shout about?
I don't think we shout anyway.
Probably not.
Whatever it is. So we're listening now to Turikunda.
Turikunda.
E voici Turikunda.
We like him.
Them.
Them.
Yes. Yes. All the brothers, not just one of them.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Silly me.
They're from, I think they're from Senegal.
Okay.
I think so. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
They could be from Burundi for all I know. Most people, there's certain countries that people only get to see when they're looking through the, you know, when you're on a website somewhere and you got to pick your country.
Right. Oh, yes, okay.
There's a few countries, so whatever your country is, there are a few countries close to your country that you probably never really, you know, paid too much mind to. But you know, we have to look for Canada, so we always get to see Cameroon is right before Canada, I think. Cambodia, Cameroon, Canada.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
That would be a good trivia question.
Yeah.
If I say, what does it mean? You know, where Cambodia, Cameroon, Canada.
Yeah.
And of course the answer would be
Select your country.
select your country, yes. The little drop down thing.
Yeah, I know. That's drilled into my brain now.
Yeah. Burundi is just above there, I think.
Okay.
Barbuda, Burundi, Cambodia, Cameroon, Canada. So we're getting very close to our destination, folks.
We are, yeah.
We're not quite there yet, but
It's kind of a noisy night tonight, isn't it? This is
the whole hoo-ha.
George Street Festival thing.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Oh, those kids there.
Oh, those kids out there. Oh, what are they doing?
Crotchety. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you're going to say something?
I was just going to say that we had some visitors last week.
We did?
We did. We had your
my
aunt,
Aunt Mary
and
her grandson, my cousin, Justice Plowman. Yep. So, and this is a perennial, an all-time favorite of mine, and you guys will recognize it when it comes up. But we're not playing music on the show here. This is just background music. It's just in the back. So it's no problem. So there you have it.
All right.
Yes.
It's quieter down this end, isn't it?
Of course. Why do you think we're going down this end?
And even the music is like sounding kind of mellow right now.
The music's kind of mellowed out a bit too, yeah.
Like everything switched.
Yeah. So now we're just getting down to the last block. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the second last, I guess.
Well,
Is it the last or the second?
Just-
the last one before the block we're going to.
at the end of this block we're on. Hi. At the end of this block we're on the block we want to be on.
Yes.
So isn't that funny? I'm just there talking about, people contacting me about my music recently.
I thought that was wild.
And some guy, do you know who he was?
No, I've never seen him before.
I'm not sure who he is either.
I know the guy he was talking about that he was playing with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
Coincidences.
Winky dinky.
Rinky dinky, see?
So folks, as we approach the last street that we have to cross, because the blocks here are, I don't know what standard block length is, but the blocks here aren't as large as, say, some of the blocks in, say, New York or London or whatever. We are getting fast approaching the end of this block, so we might as well wind this down.
Okay.
And remind you all that we love to hear from you any old time. Go to our brand new website. We would really love to hear a bit of feedback on the new website, or we would just love to hear from you via the new website. If you go to republicofavalonradio.com, and there's all kinds of stuff there, ways that you can send us a shout out and all that kind of jazz. You can call the ROAR line, 724, country code 1, area code 724-426-8176, or you can email us there. There's a link. You can just send email to republicofavalonradio@gmail.com. There's several ways. If you have Skype, you can just go to the website. There's a Skype link there. You click on it, and it'll put the call right through for you. And you'll get a recording, and you can leave a message. In fact, you never know, but I might even answer. Sometimes I answer.
You do.
So there you have it. But mainly we love to hear from you. Also, of course, on the website is there's a kind of a show us your love kind of button there for the tip jar. If you
have some love to share.
If you have some love to share, we'd certainly appreciate it. This stuff here costs money, and every little bit helps. So, we do this for the love of doing it and for the love of you. So please do go over there. And of course, all my music is there too. There's links so you can get through to all my CDs and spread that. You can show your love and then spread the music, which is always good. So. All right then.
We have destined.
We have destinated.
Destinated, sorry.
Yes.
We are destined to destinate.
So 73.
73 and 88.
And we'll talk to you all on the other side.
Okay, it's been fun.
It has.
Woo-hoo. Bye.
Summer 2010 still rocking on.
Yes, sir. In the heart of the Republic of Avalon.
A Root Cellar production.